and foresight mindset, shaping your future, leadership and life coach, and also a motivational speaker. My goal as a speaker is to help people on how they can move from where they are to wherever they want to be with clarity, whatever that point may be. Today I'll be speaking to us on a topic which I've covered: two rare keys to greatness. Ladies and gentlemen, before I dive deep into today's message, I just want to remind you, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like and share this message with your friends and family, and especially those who can benefit from the ideas that are going to be shared in this message. This message is for dreamers. This message is for visionaries. This message is for people who are ready to be ushered into their greatness. This message is for people who want to be great. And I believe, man, that by the end of this video, by the end of this talk, something is going to inspire you so that you can begin to take the necessary steps in order to become great. Now, I meet lots of people who are grinding, who are working so hard, who are sacrificing, but yet they are not close to greatness. Greatness is not about determination. You can have determination and run so hard and yet be running in the wrong direction. And yet you can be running in the wrong direction. So what does it take to become great? What are the keys that are going to help you to become great in life? Key number one, have vision. Know where you belong. It takes vision to know where you belong in life. Ladies and gentlemen, it was Albert Einstein who once said, if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will spend its entire life thinking that it is stupid. And most of us are stuck, or most of us, our friends, our family members, think that we are stupid because we don't know where we belong. The greatness of a fish is tied to its ability to know where it belongs. Take a fish outside of water, it will be stupid. So knowing where you belong gives you power, or is one of the critical greatness factor. To know where you belong, to have a clear picture of who you want to be in life is your critical greatness factor. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the first key to greatness: knowing where you belong, having a clear vision. Vision gives you the ability to position yourself in life. Vision gives you access to greatness. Vision is a critical greatness factor. So that's key number one to greatness. Key number two, self-awareness. Know your limits. Most of us, we don't identify our limits. Ladies and gentlemen, knowing too much doesn't make you strong or doesn't make you powerful. Trying to know everything makes you small and it's time consuming. In Walter Isaacson's biography of Steve Jobs, there is an amazing story where Steve Wozniak asked Steve Jobs, what do you do? You are not a coder. You are not a designer. You are not an engineer. What do you even do? Steve Wozniak was asking Steve Jobs that question. And for those who don't know Steve Wozniak is the tech guy, or was the tech guy behind Apple. And he was asking Steve Jobs, what do you even do? Steve Jobs wasn't a designer. Steve Jobs wasn't a coder. Steve Jobs wasn't an engineer. But yet he managed to build Apple as it is right now, as we know Apple today. What was his power? A man who couldn't design, a man who wasn't an engineer, a man who wasn't even a coder. What was his power? What was the strength of Steve Jobs? So Steve Jobs' strength or his power was behind the fact that he identified his limits. So knowing your limits, knowing the things that you can't do is one of the key to greatness. Knowing what you cannot do. And this is what is, in fact, this is what Steve Jobs said to Steve Wozniak. When Steve Wozniak asked Jobs, what do you even do? Steve Jobs said, I connect the parts. I connect the parts. So I identify your limits. Your limits are not a weakness, ladies and gentlemen. That's your power. Even knowing that you are not strong enough or you are not good enough in a certain area, that's your power. And identifying or reaching out to people who can do better than you, that's your power to greatness. It takes away time. It gives you the ability not to consume time, not to take much time to do something else. So know your limits, identify your limits, and know where you belong. If you want to be great, clarify your vision. Where do you belong? I've often said that if you are not clear about what you want to do with your life, then just participate in life. Participate as deeply, as totally as possible until you find that thing that makes you happy. And like as with all matters of the heart, you are going to know what makes you happy, and you can devote your energy and your efforts into doing that thing. And secondly, identify your limits. Your limitation is not your weakness. Identifying your limits is your power. You can begin to connect people and bring people together who are going to help you and usher you into your greatness. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that, I come to the end of this talk. Again, just a recap. If you want to experience greatness, know where you belong, have vision, and secondly, know your limits. That's your power, that's your strength, and that's how you enter into your realm of greatness. And if this message inspired you, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like and share this message with your friends and family, especially those who can benefit from the ideas that have been shared in this message. Again, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, same time, same place. Remain ever blessed.